If you want to learn how to write a killer cover letter, tune in because today I am teaching you how to write a cover letter if you've never written one before. And stay to the end because we also have another freebie that we would love to introduce you to. My name is Ellie Overholt over here at Forth. If we haven't met yet, you can find us at goforthllc.com or at Forth_LLC on Instagram. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button below. We don't want you to miss a thing. We release a new video every single Tuesday, and maybe even hit that bell notification so that you can be alerted when it drops. In this video, I am going to show you a cover letter and I'm going to walk through the format of what that should look like. And then I'm going to talk about the meat and the potatoes, what really needs to go in it, what you need to talk about. So no more explaining, let's dive in. Okay, so as you can see, this is an example cover letter. You can see in blue, this is more of a template. You can actually purchase this template on our website. I will link that below for you as well, but I wanna walk through what to expect here. At the top, it's really important to give them the critical information. So your first and last name, what you're applying for or what type of role you're interested in, city and state that the job would be in. These X's right here just are a placeholder for your phone number and then your email address. There's absolutely no need to put a full address. No one needs to send you a letter. City and state is fine, especially for security reasons. And that all goes at the very top in the top left corner. The next important thing to mention is you can see dear specific name. It's incredibly important that you try to find someone's name. It is very out of date to say to whom it may concern. Now with LinkedIn and so many other ways of figuring it out, I would highly recommend that you do a little sleuthing and you find a recruiter or someone who's connected to the firm. Even if you're not 100% sure it's that person, it's better to put someone's name than to whom it may concern. Now, we're gonna skip down past this bulk. This is kind of the meat and potatoes, which we will talk about at the end and how to think through this part. But from a formatting perspective, you want to remember a couple things down here at the bottom. You want to put in an electronic signature. So I have it says electronic signature here. The easiest way to do this is to write out your name, first and last, in script, in cursive, take a picture of it or scan it into, like a DocuScan or some sort of app that scans it into your phone, and you can save it as an image. You can save it as a JPEG or anything that makes sense for you, and then save it on your computer. Then, when you are typing up your Word doc cover letter, you can easily just copy and paste it right here, and it looks very professional. It looks like you printed out your page, you signed it, and you sent it back. It really sets you apart. It's extremely professional looking. I highly, highly recommend, and that's just a really easy way of doing it. Then you want to put obviously your first and last name at the bottom with your phone number again. If they want to get in touch with you, you can also probably put your email if you would like as well. One of the main things to remember here is you're going to input your signature, and then I want to make sure you remember to save it as a PDF. Because when you save your Word document as a PDF, that signature that you've now included here is going to blend with the rest of the page. If you send it over in a Word document, it is going to show up as a picture, and you don't want that. You want it to look like one single form, and the best way to do that is to go ahead and save your Word doc when you're done as a PDF. A couple other standouts here is you want to make sure that it is one page. As you can see, I've got 4 paragraphs, mostly short paragraphs. You do not need it to be super long. Short and sweet is definitely the name of the game in the cover letter world. And then the last thing is how you title your cover letter. You want to make sure you include your first and last name in the title when you save it. You want to include the word cover letter and then the date. Bonus is you can obviously include the company name or something more specific, but you don't need to. You just need to make sure that it's your first and last name so that if they save this document on their computer and then they're looking for it later, they can easily just search in their documents, Ellie Overholt, and it'll come right up. You never want it to just say like resume draft or resume final, because everyone saves it like that, right? So make sure you put your first and last name. So this is what it's going to look like. And again, if you want this in Word document form plus 2 additional examples of a cover letter, you can access that on our website, and I've linked that below for you as well. Great. So now that you have an idea of the formatting and how that's really supposed to look visually, you can kind of check that box. And now I want to focus on that meat and potatoes, that section that I highlighted right there in the bulk of the middle, so that you can understand what needs to be included. So the first step is going to be, I want you to outline your thoughts and think through what you're going to put in each paragraph. And this is how I want you to structure each of your paragraphs. Paragraph 1 is going to be capturing your audience. So I want you to think about something that could be attention grabbing. We also have a video on creating your PVP, which I will link below as well. And in that PVP video, a lot of times I recommend that is a great way to open up your cover letter, because it's a great descriptor and kind of explains who you are. But really, in this first paragraph, you want to make the reader feel that you are aware of this company and you know really who you're speaking to, and you want to kind of grab their attention first thing so that they keep on reading. The second paragraph is really important to explain and expand on your experience. Now, with a cover letter, it's important to remember many times it's going to be a cover letter accompanied by a resume. So you're not regurgitating everything that you've done. You're not doing your resume 2.0 again, just in written form. What you're really doing is focusing in on the experiences that you want this reader to kind of take a double take look at. Maybe you want to explain how one experience that you had formerly that may not seem like it is relevant actually is relevant. This is kind of your opportunity to explain yourself, and you want to get really specific. You want to give good details and examples of when you've shown your value, when you've proven yourself in a work experience, or even if you're coming out of college, be sure to explain times in college, whether it be in an internship or a group project, when you really pushed the envelope and had your strengths contribute to a project or a team. The third paragraph is wooing the company. So in order to woo the company, you obviously have to know a little bit about the company. So do a little digging and a little research. This is where you want to talk about why it is that this specific company is interesting to you. So what about what they do, or who they serve, or the values that they have, or let's say the founder is known for something. I'll give an example. Spanx, which is headquartered in Atlanta, is founded by Sarah Blakely. And Sarah makes it very clear that she is very, very passionate about helping other female entrepreneurs. She even has a red backpack campaign where she likes to fund female entrepreneurs and help them get their dreams off the ground. If that is something that is also speaking to you and something that you're really passionate about, and you were applying for a position at Spanx, mention that, right? That's something that will speak directly to the mission and kind of the values of that company. And also the fact that you know that deeply about the founder. It speaks a lot to the research that you've done and that you really want to work for this company, not just for any company. And the last paragraph, the closing paragraph, this is what I like to call laying the hammer. This is where you essentially make your final offer, if you will. You kind of reiterate the points you made above. You really hit it home that you are thrilled and excited about the potential opportunity, that you are looking forward to hearing back from them, that you think that you would be a fabulous fit based on what you know about the company, and that you would love to continue the conversation. You also can even make a call to action, like, I look forward to hearing from you as soon as possible, or let me know if there's anything else that you need from me. You can check out my LinkedIn here, or whatever. Any sort of last ditch effort to get this company to see that you are excited about the opportunity and you want to be involved in their company. Do not over fluff. Do not over exaggerate. Don't use too many buzzwords. Be true to yourself and really use words that you would use in everyday language. The biggest takeaway is you want to express your value and explain anything that you would want to explain to someone in person. So many times students tell me, well, I just wish that I could meet them in person, right? And a lot of times because you feel that you are a good fit, but they can't get that in your resume. A cover letter is the perfect tool to do just that, to really explain yourself and really put yourself out there as, I mean it when I say I think I would be a good fit, and here are all the reasons why. Well, I hope this was so helpful for you. If you are writing your very first cover letter, we would love to hear from you below. Comment in the comment section what your biggest takeaway was, what you're excited to implement into your cover letter. If you are no longer terrified of starting from scratch with that blank sheet of paper, we really hope that this is going to set you up for success. And if you want a little bit more help, we totally get it, which is why we created our cover letter bundle, which you can download on our website. I've also linked that below, as well as all of our programs, our Get Hired program, our Instagram, our podcast, all the places. We would love to have you a part of the Fourth Fam officially. Whew, thanks so much for being here. We will see you in the next video that drops next week on Tuesday. And until then, go forth and write a killer cover letter.